In this sample from the tutorial, I'm using the luminosity painting technique to selectively darken the mountain reflections without over-darkening the surrounding reflections of the island and the hills. Now though, the reflections are a little too light compared to the mountains up there. So I'm going to deselect the mountain selection. And for this to paint in there, I don't want to paint these dark parts of the reflection any darker, but I also don't want to overlap out here. So I'm going to turn off layer mask mode, and kind of like we did before in an earlier chapter, I'm going to use the pick tool to kind of hone in on that tone, that specific tone that's just there in the reflection. And again, I think because it's a lot of blue in there, that using the blue channel is going to be the way to go. And then before we found, I think it was a zone 4 or a zone 4.5. So we could probably just go back to that and just look at those. So zone 4, a little bit not restrictive enough. Zone 5, I think that's maybe what we used last time. Better. What about a 5.5? Yeah, I think the 5.5 this time is actually the one that I'm going to want to use. So I'll go ahead and load that as a selection, hide the selection lines. And again, with the black brush, go ahead and paint in there. I need to bring the opacity of the brush up to maybe 30% because now through that luminosity mask, it's definitely restricting how much painting I can do. Okay, and over here, a couple clicks, and in there, and in there. All right, how'd that look? Yeah, I think that did a good job overall with that burn layer.